Okay, I've got this piece, this panel here removed out from here, and I'm going to try to be addressing this huge gap that occurred right there to there, all along there. You can see the gap looks okay in the ends, but then it just dips down. So I'm going to be building up that lip, and I may actually be using a new piece of metal. This metal looks kind of trashed. It's kind of warped right here. So yeah, that's what I've got going on today. Okay, the next thing I did was cut this whole piece out of here. That whole edge has to go. And then I'm just going to build a brand new piece and make sure it lines up with that trunk before I weld it in. Okay, what we got here today is I got this edge here cut out and it's tacked in down there, and that's going to make a lot better fitting gap when I put that piece on top. Okay, I went ahead and cut out a brand new piece of metal here, and I painted it with some high temperature paint so that it doesn't just bubble off when I weld it. Came in through here, and I got all this welded in. So I'm ready to paint that on the inside and weld this whole thing back up. Okay, I got this piece fitted on. It's looking real nice. Got it tack welded on there for now, and the gap is looking good here. So that fixed that problem. I had a realtor come by this morning. She knocked on my door and said that they're selling this lot here next door to me. This big old open lot, the palm tree. So looks like I'm going to be buying that lot right there, and have plans to put a big garage, and that'll be really nice for working on cars. Okay, I made one full pass around here, and tomorrow I'm going to come back in and fill in all these gaps. But got a good start on it today, and that's it for tonight. Alright guys, I got a new iPhone, so this is my first shot with it, and hopefully we can bring you some better quality video on the next videos coming up. I got done welding this piece all in, grinding it all down, and it primered it. It's looking pretty good. I was noticing though that there was a little bit of a gap on this side over here. See that gap right there? So I went ahead and measured the gap, and it's exactly 1/4 inch. Let's see. Yeah, it's exactly about 1/4 inch. So that's the maximum amount of body filler you want to put in there, is 1/4 inch. If it was any more than that, I was thinking of redoing the whole thing, but I think it'll be fine. You're gonna have to be expected to put some filler around here on these edges to get these gaps right. It's not a sin. This isn't a Concord restoration. This thing was Swiss cheese and ready for the junkyard. So it's never going to be Concord quality, but it'll be good, nice look, nice panel gaps. I'm gonna have it looking good. This is just my car to drive and have fun with, and I don't need to win any trophies or anything like that. So anyway, this is looking good. I got this, I left this edge, I didn't need to grind that because I'm putting filler on that anyway. So anyway, I'm ready to move on to the next spot, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay guys, I wanted to talk about one thing real quick. I was using this grinder to grind down that whole quarter panel the other day, and I must have been using that thing for at least an hour. And when I was done, my fingers felt like there were springs inside of them. And so it took about an hour or two for that feeling to go away. And then what happened was my tip of my pinky was numb, and I couldn't get that feeling to go away. And it stayed numb for like 3 or 4 days, maybe even 5 days. And I looked up online what that could be, and I thought at first it was hand-arm vibration syndrome, which comes from using a grinder. And it said if you use a grinder for more than 15 minutes, you can permanently damage the nerves in your fingers, and your fingers will turn white, and there's no treatment. There's nothing you can do about it. And they can actually have to amputate your fingers. So I was really scared about that, but what it ended up being was I think I got a little bit of cubital tunnel syndrome, which is sort of like carpal tunnel, but instead of being in your thumb, it's in your little finger, because I was having a little pain in my wrist too. So I did some stretching exercises like that a bunch, and the feeling just went away. It's totally 100% better now. But from now on, the rule is don't use this grinder for more than 15-20 minutes. Wear gloves when you use it, and don't grip that thing too tight. If you're tight on your grip, that's what's going to cause that. You want to have a loose grip. Don't do a lot of repetitive motions. Just let it sit and do its work, and go back and forth slowly, but you don't need to like, because you can really jack up your hand. I thought that was the end of the deal for me. If I didn't have feeling in my fingers, I was not going to be able to do any more grinding. So anyway, worked out okay, and I guess I'll talk to you guys in the next thing.